So I have a Cager to report on this week. It's a movie I've seen about half of about 15 years ago, and I thought, it's got good reviews. I should have it eligible on our Cager draft ballot, and that is from 1993, the great Red Rock West. Now, Red Rock West is a 3.5-star Todd Cager. I don't know where it's on his list. I think I heard him once say it was fairly high up, though. And I really like this. Number 6. Well, there we go. I mean, this is necessary viewing. Red Rock West is I guess we would call it, it's, according to Wikipedia, it's a post-Western neo-noir thriller. And it stars Nicolas Cage as a guy named Mike, and he is he's out in Wyoming. He's kind of a drifter. He wants to get a job on an oil drill, but he can't. He's mistaken, though, when he goes to a bar. J.T. Walsh meets him, and he's mistaken for a hitman that J.T. Walsh has hired to kill his wife in a plot, I guess, somewhat reminiscent of like Double Indemnity or something. And J.T. Walsh thinks that he's Lyle from Dallas. Great name. The real selling point of this movie, though, is that Dennis Hopper is the actual Lyle from Dallas. And he comes into town, and obviously shit goes haywire. We meet his J.T. Walsh's wife, played by Lara Flynn Boyle, with one of the worst haircuts of any Cage love interest. We have a hairdo category that we're going to be talking about, but love interest hairdo is sadly, ignored. But anyway, this is a blast. Love this movie. So fun. I don't know why I hadn't seen the whole thing, but it's just from strike. You know what it's kind of like? It to me, it was like a strange Cager Western version of Die Hard. You just got this guy. The movie takes place in like 24 hours. You get this guy in this weird location, and shit just starts going up. Okay, it's like Bud says, if she wants to start shit up, she knows where to find me. That's what Cage does in this movie. Is he just starts shit up. Another alternate title for this name would be The Hitman, the Sheriff, his wife, and her lover. Because it's really just about those 4 characters and the shit that they do to each other. And I love it. And, Cage, when you got Cage and Hopper on the same team, that's almost like having Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson on the same team. You don't know how are these two mega divas going to interact, but they do. They interact beautifully. Hopper's car is like a 86 Pontiac Firebird or something like that. It's perfect. He's walking straight out of Blue Velvet for this movie, and it really makes me think they should have done more collaborations together. And I bet off the set they probably had a jolly time. So I'm giving this a solid 3.5 stars. Really enjoyed this movie. It may pop up in our Cage draft a little bit later. I just wanted to make sure that it was eligible. So do you have anything you want to add, Todd, that I missed?
Well, I love the parts of his of that movie that are in the Nicolas Cage losing his shit things, because they just kind of blend in with the rest of the movie. They don't like stand out, but they are like jarring when you hear them in that clip. But I mean, yeah, Red Rock West is a great movie. Like I figured you would be a fan of this. Like you like stuff like The Last Stop in Yuma County and whatnot, and the Coen Brothers movies. It's in the same vein, in the same like ballpark. So yeah, it's a great film. I think it's in my top 10 of 94. So.
There's a lot of like Yuma County. There's a lot of like blood simple in this movie as well.
Sure.
And the guy just comes to town, crazy shit happens, and Cage doesn't have a great death scene in this movie. No spoilers, I guess, but Dennis Hopper does. I guess that's a spoiler. And but again, they complement each other well. They're really like what would you say? They're like Steph and who's the other guy? I can't think anymore. I'm
Clay.
Clay. There we go. Or maybe
the
Jordan
teammate former known as Clay.